Cornelio, Kelly, Ash, Green, a smother. Ash goes with a fist, didn't quite work. Side bottom, crisp, options are plenty. Bobby Hill, he couldn't, could he? You are kidding me. How's that for an opener from the ex-Giant? Callaghan has been in great form. Himmelberg, Halloran, Cadman's inside 50. He gets his chance now, Cadman. He's caught though. Given an eternity. Bedford gets away. O'Halloran, he's got the handball over the top. Callaghan runs on and goals. The Orange Tsunami get there first. Hit the pause button, mesmerise them, and then pokes it to Crisp on the run, and he has laced out Myercheck. Got the option out wide, Bobby Hill, why wouldn't you? Out of the substitution process as well last week, Cornelio flicks it out, and Adams coming the other way to Mitchell. Nick Dacos, here's the Rolls Royce, pedals, dances one way. He's got the pass option, could have gone for goal, he goes for Elliott. Had the handball option, gets to Daniels in the end anyway. Green floats it out wide, hoping for Hogan, got it to him. Put out one paw. De Goey backs his way out of a jam nicely. Found Adams, found Mitchell, and he found Ginnivan. Off the bounce though, Ginnivan mopped up his own mess. All part of his grand plan. Gets his first. Giants getting players back in the holes. He sets it up. Mason Cox should get there. Gets up there and you just can't beat him. And all career has been good for a goal a game. Put him down for one in this one. He's got runners left, right and centre. He goes left. Maynard. Straight down the spine to Mason. It's over his head. Travels to Elliott. He spears it to the square. Johnson.
And that's a word, Brian. They are spearing the ball better than most sides.
Collingwood have first access just by the way they set up.
I think Mason Cox doing some roving work. To De Goey. Wow. Looking hotter than they have all season, Collingwood. Collingwood against poor old North Melbourne in a couple of weeks. Still side bottom's 300th and Mason's 100th. De Goey, little flick was delightful. Mitchell, Josh Dacos, here's Myercheck. His turn. And here's another guy that was overlooked in 6 drafts.
They need a response now from the Giants. They haven't let themselves down badly at all this year. They've lost games, but they've been competitive.
Himmelberg to Hogan, goal square, got it. Had the reach. First time, second time. Cadman did okay, kept it in the area. The kid and got dacked for his trouble. Wasn't happy about it. No one likes their parents being pulled down. Flynn, Cox kept his feet, just pulled it back in. Toe poke, as you heard. Halloran heads long and he bends it, and bends it enough. It's through. Myercheck calling for it in the pocket. That's where it's going. Almost did get it. Ash off hands, and again they want to run the corridor. Green put it down. Hoskin, Elliott. Josh Dacos can make them pay, and they pay full price.
It's a great kick. The opposite foot.
Doesn't go for goal, he goes inside, and how's that for a spot kick? He put it towards Ash, and he had to be exact, and he was. That's the goal umpire dance, but a little bit of that Ash panache. Gets their 5th. Heads to the pocket. Myercheck edged out of that contest, and the umpire saw it. He does get a free, I think. He does. Hook kick territory. I mean, you're an artist like that. That's why. Now do it again. Open up some breathing space. Markov around the body. Himmelberg, good grab. Hill wanted to climb on him. Himmelberg protected the drop zone. Here's to Hogan. Great grasp again. Hands like a vice from Jesse. Couldn't trap it. De Goey thought he was going to get it and go. Comes to Elliott. Wants to hand it off this time. Bobby Hill. Was he caught high? Was he caught high? Or is it ball? No one knows who's going to do something about it. Mitchell gets it from Nick Dacos. Sends it back inside 50. Himmelberg tries to kill it with a fist, but he doesn't kill it. And McCreary kills it. for a goal. Puts it into the top deck. So he had Pryor, and he also got caught high. Whitfield wasn't sure what to do with it, and that certainly wasn't the right move. Short pass, Noble to Elliott. Had a good start to the quarter, the Giants, but this margin out to the biggest margin of the game now, thanks to that Elliott goal. Hogan wants it in his direction. Cox gets there, and he had the reach, and Hogan had no hope. Couple of bounces, got Ash protected away from him. Inside with the kick, sits it up a bit. Big Mason against the flow. To a massive round of applause. Clever enough, caught by the Dax, but got it to McCreary. Mychek lurking for the knock-on. Little toe poke Ginnivan, and he might even get it home. You're kidding, aren't you? Can you believe that? A goal he didn't mean, but he'll take. Top of the square, Mason Cox is there. Oh. Mason Cox is there, and he's been everywhere. Lloyd, Ward, Halloran Hunnett, stripped, ball is amazing. Maynard. Kelly goes back to Haynes. He's got a couple of options behind him. He sits that on Fleeton's head, and McCreary cuts it off against a weary. McCreary, open goal, slams it home. And he's enjoying his evening at the office. Goes inside to Kelly, who should fancy his chances from there. Handy to have two Mason Coxes. Kelly launches, and he nails it on cue. Needs a bounce here. Nick Dacos. Ginnivan on the run. The little slap on was delightful. Bobby Hill in game 50, unselfish. Hoskin Elliott, like shell and peas. They're being cruel to be kind here, Collingwood. McInnes, and he's got it. Flicks it over his head to Mitchell. The party continues to the Elliott pocket. That'll work back. How's the wow factor of that? Fed back to Whitfield, into Ash. But the Collingwood roar about to ring around the MCG. Catch us if you can. Collingwood one game clear on top. 18-12-120 to 7-13-55.